Welcome to Cinema Talk,
a place where you can get unfiltered discussion of opinions about cinema and television. I'm your host, Trayvon. With me, as always, is my co-host.
I'm Ben. What's up, guys? How we doing?
And welcome to episode 2 of the Cinema Talk podcast. We have a very special guest this week with us, a close friend of ours and a huge movie lover.
He's really special.
Yeah, doing it for Antonio. How you doing, Antonio?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on. So we're gonna have you guys get to know Antonio a little bit. He has a list here of his favorite movies, etc., etc. And we're gonna have you guys get to know him. So go ahead and list your 3 favorite movies.
Okay, so my 3 favorite movies are La La Land is my all-time favorite movie, Captain America: Civil War, and Toy Story.
Oh, nice picks. So,
those movies are just timeless for me.
Yeah. So 2 movies just from last year. You and Ben have a lot of common, apparently.
Yeah.
That's nice. So, okay, list us your favorite actor.
My favorite actor is Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I've never seen a movie with him that I didn't enjoy.
Fair enough. Well, who's your favorite actress?
My favorite actress is Emma Stone. I loved her in La La Land, and I want to see more with her, but I loved her in La La Land, and for me, I felt like in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, even though they weren't the best movies, she was probably the best part of them, and she nailed the character of Gwen Stacy that I know and love.
Okay. And then who is your favorite director?
Well, my favorite director is the Russo brothers.
Okay.
They directed Captain America: Civil War and Winter Soldier, and then they directed several episodes from one of my favorite TV shows, Community. And most of those episodes are my favorites.
Okay, good. All right, so then let's list your 3 favorite TV shows.
So my favorite TV show is Daredevil, my second is Friends, and my third is The Office.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So a very different range kind of shows, I guess.
Yeah.
Somewhat, yeah, okay. All right, well then you just got to know a little bit more about Antonio. Thanks for sharing with us.
Okay.
And he's going to join with us throughout the rest of the podcast. So, on to the weekly news, as usual. So this first things first for this weekly news, we have a lot of Spider-Man news coming out of the MCU with some drama, possible drama. Not that we don't want to jump to conclusions, but there's been some talk about the Spider-Man possibly leaving the MCU after the Homecoming sequel, which is set for I believe 2019. So what do you guys think about this?
I think, they're doing the Venom movie. So I feel like the Venom movie is kind of like a backup plan, basically, if it doesn't work. I'm personally not worried. I feel like Sony is just basically preparing if Spider-Man Homecoming doesn't do well, but for me, the fact that it's in the MCU, I think it's gonna do really well commercially, and critically, and I think it's gonna gain a good sum of money, and I think they'll just be satisfied. They'll probably have to renegotiate contracts with Marvel, and I'm not worried. I think basically after 2019, they're going to renegotiate contracts, and they'll probably get more along the merchandising too, and just have to earn more of a sum. And Marvel might have to pay, a good price to have this character in their universe.
Well, I mean, because Tom Holland, he already has a 6-film picture deal signed with the MCU. Yeah. So technically, he kind of can't go anywhere because he has that contract signed.
Yeah. And with that contract, I mean, if they're saying after Spider-Man, the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming, he would still have 1 movie left on his contract.
Yeah, so he's supposed to do 3 Avengers and then 3 solo Spider-Man.
Yeah, so they can't just take him out. I think he'll sign on for more and basically kind of take the Iron Man role in the Avengers.
I'm sure he'll be around for a long time. I think what the CEO of Sony said, I think she kind of probably just worded it wrong. I think she was just maybe nervous. Interviews, sometimes people say things wrong. But I'm sure Spider-Man will be...
I think MCU. Personally that the MCU has nailed the Spider-Man thing, is which he was in not even his own movie, and people liked him a lot more than the main character of Civil War and stuff. So I think that they're definitely doing a better job already, and he hasn't even had his solo movie yet than Sony did with both of their franchises. So.
Yeah, because Civil War has already been the biggest movie Spider-Man's ever been a part of.
Right.
Yeah.
So. And if you look at the original quote, she's just talking about how amazing it was that these 3 companies, Disney, Marvel, and Sony, how they made this deal and how amazing it is and how it probably will never happen again. But I think people misunderstood her because I don't think she was saying that deals can't get renegotiated with Sony and Marvel. I think she was saying that no other companies will probably ever do this again.
Yeah. Because Marvel tried to do this with 20th Century Fox, and they turned it down.
I think that if Homecoming is successful, there might be a possibility in the far long future that 20th Century Fox could make a deal.
Yeah, well, a long time ago, I heard a story that Marvel was offering 20th Century Fox a deal that if they give Marvel the Fantastic Four, they will help 20th Century Fox with their X-Men films and make them more successful and maybe distribute them, etc., etc. But 20th Century Fox, I guess, possibly turned down the deal.
Yeah, there hasn't been confirmation on that.
They're a little selfish, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
what are you going to do? But overall, Kevin Feige, he knows what he's doing. So, I'm not worried at all.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, on to our second story of this week. A sequel to our very beloved animated film, Wreck-It Ralph. A sequel just got announced this week. Ralph Breaks the Internet, 2018. What do you guys think of this?
I think that I think it sounds interesting. I did enjoy Wreck-It Ralph when it came out in 2012, and I think that I'm looking forward to it. I have high hopes. It's Disney. Disney ruins almost nothing.
Yeah.
Almost everything they do is good. So I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be successful. I just hope that with it being in 2018, it's not a rushed project and they are able to develop a story. Now, I think of course they'd probably develop a story. They probably already have the voice acting done.
Yeah.
It's just
they probably already finished. It's coming out next year.
The sequel was announced like 2 years ago, actually, and the title was just announced. So, yeah, I think it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Ben is a big fan of Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I agree. I think that what they need to do is be careful that they don't take away the nostalgic feeling from all the video games and stuff, and they keep it. I don't, like he said, I don't want them to rush it and feel like that they need to just throw it out there. I want them to do it right because it was a good movie. And when it originally came out, everybody loved it. So I think that they need to definitely make sure that they keep the quality and not efficiency with how Disney can be like that. So
yeah. I will admit, the one thing that might worry me a little bit is that Disney and Pixar, they're not the best sometimes when it comes to sequels, with Monsters University and Cars 2. But
Toy Story 2 was great.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's always bad, but just sometimes they might not. They miss the mark a little bit when it comes to sequels.
This isn't a Pixar film, though. This is a Disney animation.
Yeah, I remember.
So, yeah. I think it'd be funny if they did if they basically took a stand on the ROMs, if they made it toward basically Wreck-It Ralph got ROM'd.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
It'd be interesting, yeah.
All right, on to our third story of the week. Jordan Peele, who he's become pretty popular off of Get Out because it's become a huge box office success. He's now set to direct a manga series, and he's set to direct a live action version of the film Akira. I don't speak good in the other languages, but it's a foreign manga sort of comic series, and he is set to direct it, the live action version of it. What do you guys think about that?
I don't really know much about Akira, other than the fact of what you told me that it's a manga series. I'd actually never heard of it before. I haven't seen Get Out either, but the reviews Get Out is getting, and it looked really interesting. I think it could be good. I think I have to see Get Out for myself before I can really judge whether I'm looking forward to this movie or not.
Yeah, I think it was a matter of time before Jordan Peele gets better work because Get Out was such a huge success. I figured he was probably just waiting for the right call. I didn't think it'd be this though. I thought it'd be maybe I don't say a super film, but something like a big blockbuster maybe. But he's going with something that's a little different, and I think something that is similar to possibly Ghost in the Shell, and I think it definitely has potential to be successful for us.
I'm also hoping that he's not too careful and takes on too much work for himself, because I think he's had one really good movie, but a lot of people have had one really good movie, and then their career has gone down the drain. So I don't want him to overboard himself and then just have his one good movie that he's known for 3 years ago, and then 4 years later he's like, wow, I don't know what I'm doing now. So.
Like an M. Night Shyamalan type thing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Similar to that.
So yeah, that's what I think.
All right, so those are our weekly news stories. On to our movie reviews. We didn't see too many movies this week, but our friend here, Antonio, he saw a film for the first time this past week, Don't Breathe.
Yeah.
So we're going to give us a little review on that film, all of us. Me and Ben saw it back in September, I believe, right? Yeah, so let's talk about that film. So Antonio, what did you think about it?
I thought it was good. I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. I don't think it's a movie I'd really watch again. I wasn't a big fan of Stephen Lang's character. Like, I felt like he was really good when he was kind of silent and terrifying, but when he had dialogue, I don't know, it felt like he was overacting.
I remember you telling me you thought the way he talked was really weird.
It was weird. It didn't sound right.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was making a voice. It didn't sound like it came naturally.
Yeah, he had a sort of a weird like accent sort of.
Yeah.
I'm not a rapist. It sounded very strange. I went with that. But
yeah, no, I did like, well, I did like it.
yeah.
I'd probably watch it maybe on Halloween if anything, but no other time.
Yeah, I think it's a solid thriller. I think it's a good film. The cast do a good job. Jane Levy does a good job. She's the only person's name I know besides Stephen Lang. But that one weird looking kid who's in a lot of movies for some reason.
Yeah, he actually just came out on a Netflix show called like 13 Reasons or something.
Yeah. He was fine. And the actor who plays Money, I've seen him in other things before. Just don't know where. But I feel like I've seen that guy before. He has very nice hair. I'll give him that much. But yeah, I think the film was good. I think it it took a bit of a turn from what it showed in the trailers. It was a lot different from what I was expecting at least. But overall, I think it was a good film, and I think it at least gave some sort of drive behind Stephen Lang's character. What did you think about it, Ben?
I thought it was a very good individual thriller. Like, it definitely kept me on my toes. You know, it did its job. I think the ending it definitely took a turn from what I expected. I didn't expect to, for it to, that was the secret, I was like, oh, okay. But I enjoyed Stephen Lang in his silent appearance, as I agree with Antonio, where he had that weird, scary, low voice. But I thought personally for a while that he would be a good Cable in Deadpool 2, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good film, so yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, that's our movie reviews of the week. On to our trailer reviews. We have a lot of these. A lot of trailers dropped this past week.
They're big.
So,
They're big trailers.
Let's get to them. First things first. Of course, we have to talk about it first. The Spider-Man Homecoming second trailer. What do you guys think?
Spider-Man Homecoming is my most anticipated movie of this year. I'm super excited for it. I felt like the trailer did give away too much information on the movie because it was kind of point for point in the plot. But I'm still gonna see it without a doubt. And I really enjoyed it. For some people, just the fact that it was point for point in the plot might kind of take away from their excitement. It made me more excited. It was disappointing how I learned more about the story. That was definitely something I would not want. But I thought it was great. I thought it was really entertaining.
Yeah, I think it was a good trailer. Yeah, but I think Marvel sometimes has this problem. They tend to give a lot away in their trailers, and it does show a lot of the film. Things that we probably didn't need to see, or things that they could have held off on seeing. But I think it was a good trailer overall. Yeah, but they probably showed a little too much. So.
What I thought is the scene where Iron Man takes away his suit and he's like, if you're nothing with this suit, because, Peter says that. He's like, I'm nothing with this suit. I'm like, in a way, Iron Man is somewhat nothing without his suit, too, if you think about it. I mean, yeah, he is smart, and he's rich and he's got all that stuff. But, I mean, in, fighting for him,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, that's a little contradictory to me, but I don't know, that's my opinion, I guess.
I felt like what he was saying, he also said
Trump for a minute there.
Yeah.
He also said the line though, like, I want you to be better than me. And Peter has the opportunity to be something without his suit. He can be something because he has those powers. So with that presented opportunity, if he is nothing without the suit, then he shouldn't have it. I felt like that. I loved that part in the trailer. It was probably my favorite part of the trailer. But I wish it wasn't in there, because that was something that I would rather have seen in the film than in the trailer.
Yeah, one thing that I think that they spoiled, that they may have ruined the first trailer of, is showing that Iron Man was actually the one that kind of put the ferry back together with his little suction cup thing. I was like, because that kind of ruined the epic moment from the first trailer where you saw him pulling it together with all the webs. I was like, so it really wasn't him all along. So
I personally, I don't like the idea that Tony Stark made Peter's suit. I think because Peter can make his own suit. He does in the comics.
Well,
I don't like the fact that Tony Stark made a suit for him. I think, and then after he takes it away from him, he has to wear his pajamas or some crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his pajama suit. I mean, what we saw of it, it's impressive.
Pretty not. It looks really bad in my opinion.
Well,
I hope he's not wearing it for a long time in the movie.
I want him to. I'm not saying it looks great, but I'm saying it was impressive. Like the eyes move.
Not compared to what he wears in the comics that he makes himself.
Well, yeah, but comics are something different. Obviously, they might be taking.
Well, even in the other movies.
I think they might be. Well, yeah, but those those were still kind of unrealistic. I felt like
Peter Parker is a genius. He can make his own suit.
He is a genius.
He's almost as smart as Tony Stark.
I'm not saying he's not, but that doesn't mean he has all the resources. He doesn't have exactly the money to make that good of a suit.
Take some materials. You can get them at Michael's. It's really not that difficult. Then just put your suit together.
But then it's also does he really want a thin suit or something to keep him a bit warmer and protected?
Once again, he's made his suits throughout his entire career of being Spider-Man. I think Tony Stark making a suit just seems a bit strange to me.
Yeah,
it seems like Tony, I think Iron Man might be in this movie too much, for my opinion. I like the idea of him being in the film, but I think his involvement has become really strong. Yeah. And I don't want this to be the Spider-Man Iron Man film. I want it to be Spider-Man's film.
I think it is going to be a Spider-Man film. I feel like for those people that aren't big Spider-Man fans, with the trailers, they're really advertising on Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
Which I'm not a fan of.
I think they're putting him a lot in the trailer, but I think he'll be in the film. I just don't think... I think he'll take a major role, but I don't think he'll be in every scene.
I guess. I mean, if they have him end up dating Peter's aunt, I'm going to be really angry. But I'm sure it probably will happen because it's Robert Downey Jr.
You said something earlier about how you felt like Marvel gave away too much information in the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like with this trailer, this felt more like a Sony trailer to me than a Marvel trailer. Because Captain America Civil War didn't turn out how...
It gave a lot away in the trailer.
It did give stuff away, but it didn't give away nearly as much as this trailer did.
I think the one movie that I can think of from Marvel recently that didn't give a lot away in the trailer was probably Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Because Ant-Man gave a lot away, Avengers gave a lot away, so Winter Soldier didn't give a lot away. I'll give it that one. Yeah, it didn't give too much away.
It felt like more of a Sony trailer to me than a Marvel trailer in general.
Fair enough. All right, well, that's Spider-Man 2. On to our next trailer. The City of a Thousand Planets teaser trailer came out today, which I'm not much... I don't know. I'm not too excited for it, to be honest. It seems really strange and really dense in mythology, and it seems like it's going to be hard to follow. Luke Besson really is just going all out for this one, though. But I think it has potential. What do you guys think?
He's definitely putting a shot out in the dark. He's going to see if it works. I think it looks interesting. I think it looks kind of entertaining, and we'll see how Dean DeHaan and Cara Delevingne do together. I think that their chemistry could work out pretty well together. And I don't know. I think it could be very interesting. If they do nail it right, I think that it could be a decent film. However, there is a very big chance of it not being good and it being, a bomb. So
yeah, well, that's the thing. From the trailer, it seems like the two of them don't really have a lot of chemistry together. Okay. Their scenes together seem very bland.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, I think it could take more kind of the Batman versus Superman approach, where basically its biggest highlight are its visuals, which definitely seems like it's leaning more towards, is that it's more of a visual movie than a story movie.
Yeah. I mean, Luke Besson, he hasn't had, since The Fifth Element, he hasn't had much of a great career. He did Lucy. But I think this is him trying to come back. He even challenged Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk, which I believe these two movies come out on the same day, which I think was a bad idea for him. But I think he has a lot of confidence in this movie. That's for sure. He very much believes this movie is going to be a huge one. I personally believe he's wrong.
That's true. He's backing it for sure.
Yeah, but we'll see. On to another big trailer that came out this past week. The It teaser trailer came out, and of course we have to talk about it. Now I've seen Tim Curry's original It miniseries. Have you both?
Neither of us have not.
Neither. And after seeing the trailer, no thanks. I have not.
I think this movie, it looks very similar, because even the trailer comparisons, they look very similar to each other as far as the trailers go. It seems like this reminds me a lot of it. But some people I know were angry at the fact that they say the thing that scared them most about Tim Curry's It was that he looked like a normal clown until he attacked you. And this clown doesn't. I think he looks somewhat normal. His eyes are a weird color, but I think for the most part, I've seen a clown that looks like him before. He looks pretty like a normal clown to me.
I felt like that he looks terrifying. So if that's what they're aiming for, they nailed it with his look.
Fair enough. I mean, I think it'll be good. And one of the Skarsgård brothers, I believe, are playing him. I don't remember which one. There's like 5 of them. But he's playing it. But it looks good to me. I think it should be interesting. I'm excited to see it because I'm a fan of the old It movie, the original. So, yeah, what do you think, man?
It's definitely going to be terrifying, that's for sure. I think that they're going to nail it. Well, I hope that, like you said, because it may take away the nostalgic feeling from the original one, you know? How that it's like you said, an actual, because I think the original one, you know, brought back the, you know, the brighter colors and stuff, and I don't want this to go to like the dark demon, you know, coming out of walls kind of stuff, you know, the new horror movies have been doing lately. So yeah, but I think it will be decent.
Yeah, he did come out of like a shower drain before. So,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
In the original film, it is. So he was pretty crazy. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie seems like it's taking homage from that movie, so I do like that a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They're respecting it.
Yeah. All right, on to the next trailer, War of the Planet of the Apes, trailer number 2. What do you guys think?
I am so excited for this movie.
Really?
I love the others, like Rise of the Planet and Dawn, and this movie just looks fantastic. I wish Andy Serkis was eligible for an Oscar, but sadly he's not because he hasn't. In his best performances, his face hasn't appeared because he's worn motion capture. But it looks so amazing. Woody Harrelson looks great. I'm so excited. I'm gonna see this. I want to see it opening night.
Yeah, it looks really good. I like. I think it looks good. I like Woody Harrelson. I told Ben this about the first trailer when he's like shaving his head, like when he's standing up like over his minute. I get a really big like Schindler's List feel from him. I don't know why. It reminds me a lot of that movie. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, it just seems very, very warlike. Of course, it is called War of the Planet of the Apes, like a big war between apes and humans. Of course, apparently this trailer shows some apes even working with the humans, so traitors. But that's fine. But
it's definitely gonna be good. I'm excited for it. I hope that it doesn't get too like CGI conflicty, you know, and explosions and stuff. I mean, obviously it's a war, but I'm just saying I hope they don't go too overboard. But I think that they won't, and I think it's going to be a great movie, a great installment to that universe.
And I gotta say, the animation on the apes is amazing.
Oh, yeah, it's top notch.
It's fantastic.
It makes movies like Gods of Egypt look really bad.
It's because it was.
It was. It was bad.
All right, fair enough. On to our next trailer. This one was dropped, I believe, this morning or yesterday. Yesterday, I believe. The Annabelle first official trailer. Annabelle 2. Sorry, Creation, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think a teaser came out yesterday, like a sneak peek. That said the trailer coming out tomorrow.
Yeah. So the Annabelle trailer, Annabelle 2, Creation, first trailer came out. What do you guys think? I've seen the first Annabelle. Have you?
Yeah. No, I haven't. I am not one for horror films. I like thrillers, not horror, and so when I see this trailer, same as It, I'm just like, no. Like, I'm gonna be as far away from that.
I mean, if I'm being honest, because I've seen probably way too many horror films, it really doesn't look that scary to me. It seems very cliche. Like, I was like just counting the cliches while it was like cliche number 1, cliche number 2, cliche number 3.
Yeah, I know.
Just over and over again. It seems very cliche.
It did look full of cliches, but just dolls, man. I know things. I stay away from that.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I think I hated the first Annabelle film because it was a disgrace to horror films. Have you seen the first Annabelle film?
No.
You guys are lucky. You guys are very lucky.
Yeah, I'm not a doll person either.
It's I don't know. I think it looks pretty cheap, but we'll see how. Maybe it will be better when we see it. But overall, for the trailer itself, it did not get me more excited.
The only thing that may be going well for it is it may be like a decent origin story, I guess. If that.
We haven't seen that before.
Yeah, you're
Once
right.
again, even more cliche.
Yeah, we haven't seen it before ever.
Yeah. Totally. The little girl from Ouija Origin of Evil is in this film.
Yeah.
So
that was sarcasm, by the way. I was joking.
All right, on to the next trailer that just dropped this morning. We all just watched this morning. The Mummy, second trailer. What do you guys think?
I think it keeps getting better. It keeps looking good. I hope they don't give too much away.
Yeah.
But I think that Tom Cruise is going to be a good installment, you know, and then this should be a great installment to the new franchise that Universal Studios is planning on doing with all the you know, the Mummy and Frankenstein and whatever, Invisible Man, yada yada yada. Yeah. I think that I don't know the actress's name. What's
Annabelle Wallis, I believe.
Annabelle Wallis. I think that she looks like she can be interesting. I hope that I feel like she may be what's the word, overshadowed, I guess. I hope that she's not like, because I think that she may be I guess I'm gonna use it again, overshadowed, in the movie by Tom Cruise. But I'm hoping that he doesn't blow her out of the water too much. But I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I like Sophia Boutella. I'm a huge fan of her from Kingsman, and she's going to be in that Charlize Theron film, Atomic Blonde, coming up. And this is also going to be in this. And I'm really excited to see her, and I think Tom Cruise is doing great. I liked it because the first trailer, it didn't tell you much about the story. It just kind of showed you a bit of what the film was, and then this film showed you more about showed you more about what the film's premise was, and I like that. That's how movie trailers should be. First one should just show you what you're gonna be expecting. Second one should show you more about the story, and that's it. That's all we need.
The first one for me didn't get me very excited. I was like, it looks okay. But this trailer, I mean, it looked good. I mean, this trailer made it to where I'm like, this looks like a movie theater movie and not a rental.
Yeah.
The first trailer looked like a rental to me, so I was like, I'm probably not going to see that. But after seeing this, I'm like, I'm decently excited.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm excited for it. Yeah, all right. So those are all trailers for this past week. On to our TV show reviews. First show, of course, is last week's The Walking Dead.
Tonio, what did you think about The Walking Dead last week?
I mean, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool when we see Rick taking the guns from Oceanside.
Okay.
I forgot what the episode was.
So,
there you go.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool because when we see that, it really parallels how Rick and Negan are so much alike. Because even Robert Kirkman has said Negan is who Rick would be if Rick had just had different experiences.
Yeah. I like the idea that like in a way, them stealing the Oceanside's guns. This is somewhat like something Rick, like Negan, kind of. It's kind of what he did to Rick's group. Really. Yeah. So it seemed like you're kind of doing you're doing pretty similar things to what Negan would do.
Yeah, and what he did was what I thought was interesting was when he did take the guns. The difference between him and Negan is Negan, to make them submit, bash someone's head in, and then Rick basically just used he just rounded them up, and no one got hurt.
He saved all their lives.
Yeah, no one got hurt, which I really liked. Like, no one had to get hurt for this to happen. And this episode, I'm not a big fan of Tara, but I did enjoy seeing her flip off the little girl. That was fun.
I thought that was really strange. I forget, because this season's been such a blur. There was a season where she was there. Did the little girl do something to her?
Earlier in the season, I think it was like episode 6 or 7.
I don't know. This episode really just sort of...
It was one of the filler episodes.
It was one of the filler
This episode really just filled in this whole season being a filler season, in my opinion. It's really just been, we need to get from point A, which was the premiere, the season premiere, to season 8, which is going to be where actually all the good stuff happens. This whole season's just been a lot of, we need to get there, but we have 16 episodes to fill up, so we got to just come up with a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
I was really not interested, to be honest with you.
I felt that, this episode, I did find this episode interesting. I enjoyed seeing Sasha take the role of Holly from the comics.
Except she's not dead.
Except she's not dead, yeah. But they did that one scene with the guy in the cell, David in the cell, like Rapey Davey, shot for shot, with the panels in the comics, and so I enjoyed seeing that. I was surprised with Eugene because I honestly was one of the ones that thought, I thought he was kind of basically doing kind of a double agent type thing where he was like basically just using his intelligence to get around there, but the more I watch, the more it seems he's actually turned.
I liked that scene where, she asked him for something to off herself when she was obviously trying to do it to get something to kill Negan with. And then the cleverness of him giving her that pill, and like the look of devastation on her face, just like, I was like, wow, that really sucks for you, doesn't it? Right now. So I was just like, I was impressed with how they did that, because I forgot about the pills personally. I was like, that was a clever way to do that.
Why exactly? What do you mean with her face? I didn't catch on to that one.
When he gave her the pill, she was devastated because it was something, because she told him that she wanted to kill herself, but she actually wanted to get something to kill Negan, and then he gave her the pill, which obviously she couldn't give that to Negan, so it was like her look of devastation, like, oh no, now what do I do? So I
don't remember any of that, but I think the Negan killing Rapey Davy. That was from the comics, and I like that scene. It's really all I got from this episode. To be honest with you, I'm hoping the finale is not as bad as this episode was.
No. I feel like this season, you said it feels like a filler season, and granted, there's a lot of stuff that was filler.
95% of the season was filler.
I wouldn't say 95%. I'd say probably 70% was. Because we did get a lot with just Rick and stuff. When it wasn't Rick, it felt like filler. I mean, we didn't see Rick. Anyway, I feel like this season is basically just the writers coming to grips on wanting to slow down and figuring out how they're going to do that. Because they were moving so rapidly. They're like 60 issues away from where the comic books are.
Mm-hmm.
And if they continued to move on that pace, they would have just surpassed it. They don't want to pull Game of Thrones, and get past.
Well, I mean, honestly, Game of Thrones is doing pretty darn good for itself. So
it is, but it's ahead of the books, and they don't want to do that.
It's working out for them.
Oh, I'm not saying it's working out, but I'm talking about story-wise. Like they want because the material from the comics and the shows, granted, are separate, but are still loosely based.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're just figuring out how to slow down and move. I feel like season 8 is definitely going to be the all-out war story arc.
Because that's what they want to put on the Comic-Con poster.
Yeah.
Because all-out war season 8, aren't you so excited? And there's only going to be 3 episodes of actual war. The rest of it's just going to be them talking about it. Like, okay, we're going to war, huh? Yeah, we are.
That's how the comics were, though.
The next episode. Not really. The comics move a lot faster.
No,
of course,
the comics did move a lot faster.
They're a lot better paced.
But there was a lot more. Well, yeah, but there was a lot more talking.
Yeah, but it was actually meant something. Like it was like they were talking about something serious, not just standing around like they do in the TV show.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is this season felt more like them coming to grips on how to slow down,
which they did not come to grips rightly because it really just made the show a lot more boring. But overall, I'm still a fan of the show. I just wasn't a fan of this episode, and I'm hoping that the finale is better because it really needs to be, in my opinion. All right, speaking of Game of Thrones, this is just a random thing, but I found out that Emilia Clarke, this next season is her last season on the show. I'm so excited to hear that because I don't like her being on that show.
Wait, it's her last season?
Yeah.
But are you saying like this final season?
No,
because they're splitting this season into 2 seasons.
Yeah, and then this one season, season 7, there's going to be the last season.
So
I don't think she's going to be in the next season, which is good news.
That's crazy. Well, people love her. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
I don't want her to be on
people love
that
her.
show.
I guess she was like the best character, one of the best characters on the show.
Well, she was.
No one thought that she wasn't going to make it.
But she shouldn't be on anymore. She should do better things because she is doing better things.
Well, Game of Thrones is
supposed
to be like.
On to I know. I just don't like her being on that show. Anyway, on to the next show, The Flash. What do you guys think of The Flash this past week?
Flash was interesting. It definitely took a different turn.
Go ahead.
I'm excited to see what they do with Killer Frost. At the end of the episode, I was like, oh no, and then about Abracadabra was interesting, and how they did that. I'm excited that Barry actually finally grabbed himself by the balls and realized that he needs to work on what is right besides ruining people's lives by worrying about himself and Iris. So I'm glad that he's doing that for himself, and I'm excited to see where Caitlin Snow goes with what's his face,
I haven't seen
the Harry Potter guy, Malfoy. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Draco.
Julian.
Thank you.
Draco.
Good lord. No. Yeah, Julian. I'm excited to see where their relationship goes. I think that could be interesting, and then we'll see how the season. It doesn't come back till April 24th or something like that. So. That's gonna be a sucky wait, but it was definitely an interesting ending to take a break to. So yeah.
Yeah, Abracadabra. I thought it was really good as well. It was a good episode. On to the next one. On to the next show, Arrow, that came out. What did you guys think about this episode of Arrow?
Let's see. I thought that it was interesting. That's for sure. It was. Did you not see?
I saw Arrow.
Okay, then go. What did you think?
Okay.
I was like,
yeah, I thought it was a great episode. Really, sort of a good episode of segueing back from the episode previous before, with Oliver wanting to, he wanted to quit things and then bringing bringing his brought of friends to Starling City to try and have him kill Prometheus. So it was a good episode. I think it was good. It showed a lot of all of his morals. I think it's good on getting him back on track to trying to get back to that place. I don't think he's still not there yet, of course, but he's coming, and I think it's leading up to a really good season finale so far. I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
I agree.
What do you think, Antonio?
I stopped watching Arrow halfway through season 3.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
So
On to the season finale of Legion. I've been watching the show. I haven't watched every episode. Apparently, my two friends here have it. But
I've
that's
been
okay.
watching. I just haven't watched the past 2 weeks because I've been busy.
Okay. Well, I'll review the season finale. It was a good season finale. I think overall the show, my main problem with it is that it tries to be too, like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. Like they really don't tell you anything about the show. Like, I still can't tell you what the premise of the show is. You know, Legion, he is supposed to be Professor Xavier's son.
Oh yeah, next season. I read that next season Professor X might come in.
Yeah, I think it was a good season finale, I guess, to what was been building for the past 8 episodes. It was a good last episode, but yeah, I think the writing staff probably needs to work better on actually, because I think the reason why the show's ratings are so low is because it doesn't appeal very well, because you're like, I don't know what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
Like you have to, it's really inside baseball, and I think that's the problem with the show. But it's a good show. I enjoyed watching it. It's really hard to follow, but yeah, if you're not like a big comic book fan or whatever, you're not going to understand anything that's going on. But overall, not a bad finale. Not a bad finale.
You know, Patrick Stewart has actually said he wants to play Professor X in the TV universe.
He did. We'll see if he does. On to now, finally, what I wanted to review last week, but we're going to review this week, Iron Fist. I know we should have got to a long time ago. We're finally going to get to Iron Fist. All 3 of us have seen the entire series, so go ahead, guys. What did you guys think of the Iron Fist series?
I enjoyed it. I felt like I've seen most of the Netflix Marvel shows, and I haven't watched Jessica Jones yet.
Okay.
That's the only one. But I watched it, and it was decent. I give it about like probably a 7. It definitely wasn't better than Luke Cage or Daredevil. Obviously, Daredevil's my favorite. But I don't know. There was just, its story was decent. The character I enjoyed. My favorite story arc was the one with Harold Meacham. He was probably my favorite character. Like, he was my favorite villain. My favorite. Surprisingly, near the end of the show, my favorite character was actually Ward. I really, near the end of the show, enjoyed watching him most.
Yeah, the actor did a good job. Yeah.
There were twists at the end that I didn't expect, though. Like that last shot.
Yeah. I think yeah, it's a good show. I think I've seen all 4 Marvel and Netflix series, or 5 if you count Daredevil as 2, if not it's one show or whatever. But I've seen all of them, and I would put Iron Fist above Luke Cage, but under Jessica Jones, because it goes Daredevil, Jessica Jones, this, Iron Fist, and then Luke Cage for me. But I really liked the show. I think the thing I liked most about the show was, unlike all the other Netflix Marvel series, I don't think there was one filler episode. I think each episode had a purpose to it. Each episode had something that needed to happen, and it did.
Yeah.
And I like that. No, there was no, like, Luke Cage had a lot of filler episodes. Jessica Jones had a lot of filler episodes. Daredevil, mostly in the first season, had a lot of filler episodes. The second season had more things going on, but there was a lot of filler episodes in those shows.
You didn't like the Luke Cage?
I did like Luke Cage. I just thought there was a lot of filler. It's my least favorite out of them.
I love Luke Cage. I thought Luke Cage was fantastic. A lot of people have complained about it because it's slow paced, but I loved it.
I think it has the best theme song out of all of them. That's for sure. I enjoy listening to that song.
Daredevil's my favorite.
Whatever.
Daredevil's absolutely my favorite.
Daredevil was my favorite as well, but Luke Cage's theme song's better. But point is, I like the show a lot. I think the cast does a great job. I think it tells a good story. I enjoyed learning more about the character. I really didn't know a lot about the character of Danny Rand, although I like to call him Finn Jones because that sounds better. I didn't know a lot about his character, but I think this is a good show if you want to. I think it's a good add-on to the rest of the Netflix series. The only problem with it, I would say, was that the biggest problem was that I couldn't tell who the heck the villain was supposed to be. Like, I guess at the end it was Harold, but like, excuse me.
That was loud.
Sorry, I still have bronchitis. My apologies, but I couldn't tell who the villain was. I mean, it was the old woman, May or whatever her name was. What was her name?
Gao.
There you go. I don't know why I said May. Gao, and then it was Ward at one point seemed like the villain, and then it just the weird guy that had like that coat of class kids, or those school kids that he was like teaching. Pluto. Yeah, it was weird. I was like, who's the villain of this show? I really can't tell.
Yeah, my biggest issue with this show was that it was so heavily reliant on the shows that have come before it with its reliance on the hand. They never really explained what the hand was which
Well,
Daredevil did.
they're going to in the Defenders because they're supposed to be the main
they
villain.
are, but like they just started talking about the hand when the hand was introduced in Daredevil. It's like there was no introduction. So that was my biggest issue. Is
I
that
find it amazing how these 4 people live apparently like within a few block radius and have never like come into full contact with each other, except for Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. Like,
Well,
how's
Da-
Iron Fist never met Daredevil? And they're fighting the same kind of villains.
well, Daredevil lives in Hell's Kitchen.
They're all in Hell's. Well, I guess Danny Rand wasn't, but the other 3 are all in Hell's Kitchen. Why have they never met each other?
Because Jessica Jones is drunk all the time.
She's a private investigator. But if someone was like, "Hey, I need you to investigate this weird blind guy that likes to run around freaking hilltops and beating freaking douches behind an alleyway," she's like, "Okay, sure." Luke Cage, like, I don't know. I feel like that's the one problem I see with the whole Netflix series. Is how have these guys not met each other yet? Especially with Danny Rand and Daredevil fighting the same villain. They're both fighting the hand. How have they never like come in contact whatsoever? Not at least once.
Especially with Claire connecting them all.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, you
Claire-
think she would say,
I was waiting
like,
for
"Oh,
Claire
well,
to be like, "Hey, you need help with the hand. Be right back."
I gotta find
Yo,
him.
Matt, I need your help here.
Get over here." He's like,
Yeah.
"Sure." Or like, "Hey, I know a freaking guy that's literally in the truck." Well, though I guess he's in jail, so I guess you can have one. But Jessica Jones, she knows her as well.
She might.
Like, hey,
I mean, at the
need
end
some
of
help? Come on over here.
At the end of Luke Cage, she like referenced Daredevil with him being a great attorney.
That's
think
that's the thing I find weird about the
I
show.
think that's how Defenders is going to begin. Basically, is with her having Matt get Luke Cage out.
We'll see. So Ben, what do you think?
I thought it was a good show. I felt like I agree with you. There was no filler episodes. Every episode stood up for itself. I really liked Colleen Wing. I thought she was.
Yeah.
At first, I thought that she might have been just like a filler character, but then as she progressed, I feel like she built up and she had really good chemistry with Finn Jones or Danny Rand, whoever you want to call him. I really did like Harold. I thought he was a pretty good, I guess, villain. It was definitely a twist that I did not expect him to be the man behind everything. I felt bad for Kyle. You know, he just
Oh my
wanted some
gosh.
ice cream.
That was awful. That was
I
the
know.
worst scene. That was terrible.
I felt so bad for him. I was like, poor
Yeah.
Kyle.
My
That's
hand
gonna
was like-
happen. That's gonna happen to me.
I enjoyed
I'm
watching
gonna be
that scene.
someone's private intern.
Like, he
and
was
then I'll get beat
terrible.
to death with an ice cream scoop.
Yeah, I enjoyed.
But yeah,
watching
I
that too.
enjoyed the show. I thought it was a really good, and I'm excited for Defenders. And
Coming out
Yeah.
in June, right? June? Yeah.
Is it June? Really?
Or July, one of the two.
Oh.
One is it's this summer, and
That's
we'll
crazy.
definitely review it when it comes out. But yeah, so that's all the TV shows for this week. On to our question of the week. This is a big one. Because our friend here, Antonio, is a big video game, or I guess you
Yeah.
would say, I decided to ask this question. What is the best video game adapted film? Now, it's sort of an ironic question because most video game adapted films are awful. Actually, like 90% of them. Or
Yeah.
like 95% of them. But we all have one. Let's go into Antonio. You can go ahead and start with it.
Okay, so because most video game adapted films are awful, I usually try to avoid them. I haven't really watched that many, so I mean, just going off of what I've seen, I'd say the best one I've seen, I guess, would be the Angry Birds movie. Because I've only seen like 2, because I will not watch the Assassin's Creed movie.
Why not?
It looks terrible.
You think it looks bad?
It looks so bad.
It's not bad. It is bad. It's really bad. But I mean, I don't know. Michael Fassbender. Come on, man.
I know,
That
I like-
black guy that's in a lot of weird movies.
Yeah, the Forrest Whitaker.
No.
Have you seen that? I don't know who you're
His
talking
name's
about.
like Michael Williams or some guy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But Angry Birds is probably my favorite because I've only seen 2, and one of them it was terrible, and it has your favorite actor,
Yeah. Okay.
which is
I know.
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. He does have a bad movie.
And it's a good movie.
How can you argue?
Go ahead, Ben.
my favorite is actually, some people frown upon this movie. It was Tomb Raider. Now,
Oh.
The first one, right?
yes, the first one. Now, I personally enjoyed this movie a lot more than the other few video game adaptations that I have seen. I didn't mind Angelina Jolie as Tomb Raider. I thought that I'm definitely excited for Alicia Vikander, and I saw
Yeah.
those set photos made me very happy to how it's portraying itself. But anyway, I thought that it was an entertaining movie. It wasn't that good, you know, and I will admit that, but I enjoyed it personally better than the other ones that I have seen. So that was my favorite video game adapted movie.
Nice. Mine would have to be the first Resident Evil film. Because I actually think it's not a bad movie. It's actually quite a good movie. The rest of them are pretty crappy, but the first one's not a bad film. I think it tells a good story, and I like the video game as well. And it spawned off one heck of a very long agonizing franchise, but hey, you can't take that against first one, I guess. So,
Have you seen the newest one yet?
I've only seen 1 through 4.
Oh, so you haven't
I haven't
seen
seen 5 or 6. And
Huh.
I hope to never see them.
I've seen none of them.
You're a lucky man. Well, you should see the first one. The first one's good. But don't watch anything after that. They're bad. Those zombie dogs gave me nightmares as a kid. So yeah, that's always fun though. All right, that's question of the week. On to our what?
I didn't say
On to
that.
our open segment of the week. These guys are staring at me for some reason.
We didn't even look at you.
Yeah, don't lie to me.
Anyway.
We're going to play a nice game. Now, I'm going to explain this game. It's called 20 Questions with Films. Basically, it explains itself, 20 questions with films. So, to put it into perspective, one of us, we're going to each take turns. So, Antonio will go first. So, he has a film in mind, and he's going to give us the year that it came out. And then me and Ben are going to we have 20 questions, and we're going to have to try and guess what the film is within 20 questions. And we have to ask yes or no questions, like, is the actor popular, or is the film a drama movie, or how much money did the movie make? A lot of money, whatever, stuff like that, to try and figure out what the film is. And we also have we are also allowed clues. Like, we can, after we reach the 10th question mark, we can like give 3 questions away to like get like a clue or so about like the actor, or a main actor, or something like that. So it's a fun game. We're going to do 3 rounds, and yeah. And at the 10 question mark, you guys are going to see what movie we're talking about, so that way you can laugh at us trying to figure it out. So yeah. So Antonio,
After 10 questions, did you tell me about the clues?
yes, I did.
Okay.
I just said that. All right.
So,
Antonio, go ahead.
Give me 1 minute.
All right. So wow. So how have you been, Ben?
I've been Ben.
You've been Ben.
You know, I've been Ben.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go see Ghost in the Shell.
Mhm.
You know, I still have to catch up and see Kong, which I'm a little behind on, but I'm excited for it. So yeah.
Nice. And Gifted comes out next week as
Yes, Gifted's gonna be great. I'm
Yeah.
excited to go see that.
Is
as
that
well.
next week? That
No,
movie
this
looks
Friday.
so
well.
good.
This Friday. Yeah. Should be fun. April does have a lot of movies coming out. Like, I think Gifted and Fat and the Fate and Furious, all of those I think I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be an interesting month, that's for sure.
Yeah. But I'm happy that Emilia Clarke is finally getting away from that Game of Thrones scene, because she doesn't need to do that anymore. You know, she can do something. She's done stuff way better than that. She can do better things.
Okay.
Voice of the Stone looks amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so I have my movie.
Okay.
The year that it came out is 1993.
What the heck? I'm not good with 1990 movies. God dang it.
That's alright, we got this. Okay.
Alright.
So, 1993.
Okay.
Let's do genre. What genre? Let's see.
Alright, so let's ask if it's an action movie.
Go ahead.
Is it an action movie?
No.
Crap.
Alright.
That's all I had. Okay. Is it a drama movie?
No.
Is it a comedy?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a comedy from 1993. I'm definitely not gonna get this. Okay.
Is the main actor still making movies to this day?
I think so.
I need to definitely know that.
I'm checking.
Okay.
1 second. Is this taking? What is it? No, he's not. He's not.
He's not.
No.
So he's not
I feel
acting
like that
today.
means he's dead.
Probably, because most actors are at least in something.
Is this an ensemble cast?
Yes.
Wait, we should ask if the main actor's dead. Is the main actor dead?
No.
Oh, so his career's just over then. But it's Tommy Lee Jones.
In a comedy movie?
Hey man, the 90s were crazy.
Tommy Lee
crazy
Jones
time.
played in the movie last year.
Anyway, oh I know, Harrison Ford. No, I'm kidding.
Joke. I hope.
Or was it? Jeez. Let's see.
93 comedy. How many questions are we at?
You're at 6. That was 6.
What
That was
the
just you
freak?
did 6 questions already.
How?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's 6. They'll know.
It's an ensemble cast, right? So
Yeah, I
that's
said
what he said.
ensemble.
So is it? Wait. When did The Goonies come out?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. I don't
Was
think
it-
that was 93.
It was the early 90s. Is it The Goonies?
No, that's 85.
Yeah.
The
I was
freak?
like,
85,
I was like, I don't,
Am I that old? Am I that old?
Yeah,
Man.
you're that old.
God.
I was like, I don't think that's 93.
I thought that was 90. I thought that movie wasn't older than my brother. I guess it is.
Yeah.
Crap. I'm freaking old, man. Alright, On to the next question. Sorry, I erased that one. I was really positive there for a
Is
second.
the director well known?
I'm trying.
No, I'm not gonna do that again. West Philadelphia. No, copyright. Sorry, I'm not saying anything.
I'm checking. Sorry, this is taking no, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Question.
Um,
Was it funny?
is
Just
the main
kidding.
is the main actor white?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, it's
There was hesitation
It's
there.
an ensemble cast.
All right. 93 comedy. Is there? Should we ask if there's a subgenre?
Sure.
Is there a subgenre?
Yes. There's 10 questions.
Okay.
On screen, you know what it is.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
will
you
not
guys
know
know.
what it is.
You're laughing at us right now.
Yeah, but don't make fun of us too hard because we're innocent people.
It's hard when you're doing this, right? Okay, well let's trade in 3 for like a clue. I'm
Alright.
confused about the main actor. I didn't know the main actor is.
3 for main actor's first name.
Bob.
What the frick? Should have said last name. Whose name is
Sorry.
Bob?
Bob Hope.
Oh wow.
So that puts you at what? This is-
13.
It's 3, so that puts you at 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so we're at 14.
Who the heck is Bob? Bob Selleck? No, that's not someone. That's Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bob
any-
Stone from Central Intelligence.
No,
Oh,
that's not an actor.
oh, you're right.
Um,
Billy Bob Thornton.
that's Billy Bob.
Oh.
If you say if that's him, I'm gonna be angry because you should
Or
say
if
Billy.
you say if his name is Robert, I'm gonna kill you.
Give it a-
I'm rating.
I understand.
I'm rating as IMDb.
He's ridiculous. Who the heck's name is Bob? I probably never even heard of this guy.
Let's see. We gotta think of another question.
We want to trade in 3 more for like premise.
That'll give us 17. Sure, if you want to.
3 questions for premise, and give us a good premise.
Okay. Oh crap! What did I do? Okay, so the premise is: 2 brothers travel to another dimension to save a woman from an evil dictator.
What the freak is that? What? 2 brothers travel to... How the heck is this an ensemble cast? 2 brothers travel to an evil dimension to save
Another dimension.
another dimension. Sorry.
To save who?
A woman.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh! I don't know what that is.
I got you.
I've
Alright,
never seen
your
that
turn.
before. Alright.
Anyway, that was a good one. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I had to
so-
think of one that I couldn't do anything from.
That was a good one.
2000 or up.
Bob, eh? How is that an ensemble cast?
Because
What the heck? There's only like 2
I
main
googled the
characters.
definition for an ensemble, and it's like if it has more than one actor that has equal
Oh,
parts.
that's... Well, Mario's the main actor, of
Well,
course.
it's both of them. It's Mario and Luigi Mario.
Yeah, but
The last
Luigi's
name's
not as
Mario.
popular as Mario? What the
But
heck?
in the movie, they have just as important roles.
That is bull crap. Anyway, whatever.
It's
Okay.
not Super Mario. Super Mario. Super Black.
It's my turn.
Oh my god.
Okay, so settle down, everyone.
Alright.
Alright, so... What are you laughing at?
That.
What year?
The
What's
year is 2003.
2003. What did you mean that look for?
Can you not laugh? Okay,
Alright.
this is serious.
Sorry.
Is it a superhero movie?
No.
Alright. Got some questions?
I'm thinking.
Okay. Is it an ensemble cast?
No.
Is it an adventure movie?
No.
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 Okay.
Is it a drama?
No.
Comedy?
That's one of its genres.
So he just confirmed it has subgenres.
Is it an action comedy?
Okay. Is it an action?
No.
What else?
Okay, 6.
What are other genres?
2003. 2003.
If it's, You said comedy is one of its subgenres? Is it animated?
No.
Let's see. Is the main actor still making movies to this day? Is he popular?
He's
Is
not
the main
popular.
actor? He's not popular.
No.
Great movie. Is the movie like well known? Is the movie like accepted well?
You mean like does it like have good reviews?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if it's a comedy movie, would people say it's funny?
No.
Great.
What is this gonna
Well,
be?
that's 10 then.
That's not.
That's 9?
Nine?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
What could
2003.
what could the subgenre be?
It's not animated. What did we ask? It's not
We said
action?
it's not action, drama, adventure, but it's a comedy, and that's only a
Could
subgenre.
be romance.
Is it a romantic comedy?
No. That is
Okay. So can we trade 3 in for the premise, please?
Sure.
What are you giving me that creepy smile for?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to find the premise.
You don't know the premise?
it should be at the top of the page. Oh
Um,
wait,
I
no, you don't use IMDb.
No, because I'm not a loser. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, everyone. Okay. I'll try to do this as easy as possible.
Okay.
A family goes to a scary place and learns a very dark secret about its past.
What?
Could it be like Resident Evil?
The heck?
I don't know what you're gonna.
Resident Evil's a comedy?
Oh wait, that's
It
right. I
is.
forgot it's comedy.
Is it one of the vacation movies?
Is that a question?
No, not to you, no. I'm asking myself. I haven't seen any of those movies.
You never seen Christmas Vacation?
Anyway, 2003, you said it's about a family.
That. Can you re-say the
Family goes to a scary place to learn a dark secret about its past.
What on earth is this?
That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good for my opinion.
Sounds familiar.
You guys know what it is now, so tell me if you think that's a good premise. I think that's pretty good.
It sounds very familiar. I'm trying to.
Hit 14.
Thank you. An actor, I don't think will help me at this point.
Is the director well known?
Hold it up. I almost saw
No.
the poster.
15.
Okay.
Should we trade another 3 for another clue or something?
That'll put us at 18.
Yeah.
No, 19, because we just finished a 15th question. So leave us with 2 questions. Should we... Oh my gosh. What is this? Should we...
Did you ask if it was animated?
Yep.
He said no.
He said no. What are you thinking, like... What was your thought? What is this?
I don't know.
You don't know, yeah.
Oh, wait, I do know. I'm telling you.
Can we trade in 3 for another clue?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like a good clue.
good clue.
Sure.
Like more towards the premise, I guess.
Okay, so that's at 19 then.
Yeah.
So, okay, good clue. There are a lot of ghost and supernatural things in this film.
Family.
A comedy?
A family goes. Say the premise one more time. I'm sorry.
A family goes to a scary place and learns about its dark past.
I thought you said a house.
Place.
I thought you said a house.
Is the main actor black?
He is. That's question 20.
No, I don't
So you
know
have
the
to guess.
name of the movie though.
You have to guess now.
Tell me what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you
What
have
do
to guess. I don't have an.
Tell me what you're saying. Tell me what you're saying.
I think.
What do you think?
I
What-
think the main actor is Eddie Murphy. But I don't remember the name of the movie. I don't think you would know what it is.
I would know what this
I
is.
haven't seen it, but I think I know of it, but I don't remember the name of the movie
Come on, let's just-
because I'm dumb.
What is it? Eddie Murphy.
It's pretty simple title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurt myself after I figure out what it is.
I've seen this movie 100 times and I'm not proud of it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely what I'm thinking. I just don't know what the title is. Can you confirm that that's what I'm thinking?
Probably if you Eddie Murphy, yeah.
Yeah.
Murphy is it, yeah.
Eddie Murphy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shoot. It's not no.
Don't get confused.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know the name of the movie. I'm so dumb.
Come on, Antonio. You can
I
have
am
fun.
good.
He has no clue.
Like doctor. I don't know.
It's not 1,000 words. No, that's not what that's called. 1,000 words. No, what is that called?
I haven't.
It's not-
I don't watch a lot of
that's-
movies.
I don't even think that's the movie I'm talking about.
1,000 words. It's from like 2012.
Yeah. No. Is it?
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Haunted Mansion? I don't freaking know.
What'd you say?
Haunted Mansion.
You know what? Because I'm nice, it's the Haunted Mansion. But I'll give
Are
it,
you
I'll give it to
serious?
you. I'll give
I'm
it
the
to you.
greatest
I'll give it
ever.
to you.
Woo!
I'll give it to you.
You're
Not
welcome.
bad. Not bad.
Thank you. I
Not
appreciate
bad.
it. Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right.
Your turn,
So
then.
mine is
Can
very
we-
interesting.
So let's switch sheets back.
Sure. So Ben, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to Niagara Falls?
Have I ever been to Niagara Falls?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
He's never left the state.
Why?
That's not true.
I know. I'm kidding.
Why?
Just a question. Go ahead.
Okay. Mine is from 1994.
All right.
Right? Have at it, boys. Have at it.
94.
Is the film an action movie?
No.
Comedy.
One of the yes.
Drama.
No.
Romance.
No.
Adventure.
Adventure.
Yes.
So
Comedy adventure. It's probably like Jumanji or something. What about is the main actor still working today?
No.
Is the main actor dead?
No.
Yes,
it's not Jumanji.
Is the main actor white?
Yes.
So he's a white old man who's not working anymore.
He's not necessarily.
Well, if it was
it could be about a kid.
Well, yes, fair enough. Well, he's a white man who's not working anymore.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford's still working.
I wish he wasn't. Okay, well let's
What?
go with
Wait. Hold the phone. What? You wish he wasn't?
let's
What?
go with you think maybe like Macaulay Culkin or something. Maybe it's like a Home Alone movie or something. When did those movies come out? I don't remember.
Home Alone came out in Home Alone 2.
Those movies are too long
Nope.
ago.
Home Alone was 92. Home Alone 2 was 94.
Is
Is it
this-
Home Alone 2 Lost in New York?
No.
Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I thought I'd go
Nine
for it.
in. 9 in.
Let's ask if it was a sequel or not. You can ask that, then I would have helped you out.
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Is the film? What about Elijah Wood? He's not working anymore. Well, not really. Not on a serious level.
Not yeah. He's in a movie called. He's in a TV show now on BBC America called I forget what it's called.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it looks good. It looks good.
What about when did The Good Son come out? I don't know if we can remember.
Good Son? That's unless
Yeah, that's not a comedy.
That's not a
yeah,
comedy.
That's not comedy. You're right. Comedy adventure. When did no. Okay. So it's comedy adventure. Is the film animated?
Yes. Most of the film is animated. That's 10 in.
Most of it.
is it gonna be like one
What's
of
that
those?
film with Macaulay Culkin and he's talking with the little pirate book thing?
No idea. what you're
Frank,
talking-
I don't remember the name.
Oh! I know what it is.
I think-
I know what it is.
okay.
I have. Can I guess? I know what it is.
Sure.
Is it the Page Master?
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome, America. Bacon. I was gonna ask if Macaulay Culkin is in the film, but
I gave it away, saying mostly animated.
thank
Should have
you.
just said yes.
Yeah, you should have said yes.
I'm not good at this game because
Nope.
I like helping people.
Well, there you go. That was
Anyways.
our open segment. Thank you so much for watching this week's podcast.
Episode 2, comment on how you think Antonio did, and if you agreed with anything that he said.
And if you disagree with anything I said, I know you will.
Yeah, alright.
Go
So
ahead
as
and leave
always,
me comments.
keep watching movies, keep listening to us, and we'll keep talking for you, okay?
Thank you
guys
so
have a
much for
good
watching,
week.
guys.
Say
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.